In today's video, we're going to compare the Fear of God Essentials hoodies to the Yeezy Gap one. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Sharoy. I do videos on everything from how to style to sneakers to streetwear. If any of that sounds interesting to you, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a thumbs up on today's video to help me out with the algorithm as well. And also comment down below if you've picked up anything from the Yeezy Gap collection or the Fear of God Essentials collections in the past. I have timestamps below for you guys so you can skip ahead to the part that you're most interested in, but I always recommend watching the full video. First up, let's talk about the items that are going to be featured in today's video, their price point, and also their sizing. First up, we have an Essentials hoodie from one of the older collections. This one is actually a moss colorway and features the Essentials writing in the front. This is a size extra small and I paid 130 Canadian dollars plus taxes for it. Next is one of my more recent pickups from the core collection. The official colorway of this one is stretch limo. It's size extra small and I paid 145 Canadian dollars plus taxes. As you guys saw, there was a slight price increase between this Essentials hoodie and this one over here. Do you guys think the next one's gonna have a price increase? I really don't know. Based on the prices in the Mr. Porter collection, it looks like prices might go up again, but I guess we'll have to wait for the next release. And finally, we have this beautiful blue hoodie over here from the Yeezy Gap collection. This is a size small and I paid 120 Canadian dollars plus applicable taxes. Super stoked that they did a global release on this one over here. Honestly, this blue has caught my eye from the beginning. Now, this is just between the three hoodies over here, but the Gap hoodie is definitely the cheapest one of the three. So this isn't as exciting as the hoodies, but let's have a closer look at all of the packaging. What you're seeing on screen right now is the newer Fear of God Essentials packaging. It has a nice little tint to it, but it's still see-through. And as you guys can see here, it has the Essentials Fear of God branding on there in a black color. What you guys are seeing on screen now is the older Fear of God Essentials packaging. This bag is definitely more see-through than the last one. And as you guys can see here, the Essentials Fear of God branding is in a yellow color. What you're seeing on screen now is the Yeezy Gap packaging. As you can see here, it's just a brown paper bag. I'm being super serious. There's nothing special about the packaging. It's just a brown paper bag. Honestly, this bag is pretty good. You might want to save it if you're shipping something in the future. Now, what you're seeing on screen now is the box the Yeezy Gap hoodie came in. This is honestly a waste of packaging for just one hoodie. So now that the packaging's out of the way, let's have a look at the details on the Essentials hoodies and the Yeezy hoodie. Starting off with the Essentials hoodie, on both of the hoodies on the left sleeve, you'll find the Essentials Fear of God branding in a 3M. Both of the Essentials hoodies also feature a rubberized Essentials tag on the hood. On the inside of the hoodie, you'll find the Essentials Fear of God tag centered, and then on the left-hand side, you'll find the size tag. With both Essentials hoodies, you're going to find some type of branding on the front. On the Moss one, we have this nice big Essentials writing, and on the core collection, we have a smaller crest on the side. Now let's have a closer look at the Yeezy Gap one. The only branding on the Yeezy Gap hoodie is on the inside over here with the screen printed branding. Even when it comes down to sizing, it's only mentioned on this tag over here. Now there's not a lot of details to show over here, but it's important to note that the Yeezy Gap hoodie is actually cropped, unlike the Fear of God Essentials ones. There's not a lot of details to talk about in terms of close-ups on this hoodie over here, but you'll see the difference when I try it on. Also, let's talk about weight for a second. I don't have a scale here, but the Yeezy Gap hoodie is definitely heavier than the Essentials ones. If I was going to hold it up the entire video, my arm would pretty much have a whole workout. This is a super rough estimate, but if I was to tell you guys a weight difference, one Yeezy Gap hoodie feels like two Fear of God Essentials ones. All three of these hoodies here have a different fit to it, so I'm going to try it on for you guys so you can see that difference. Before I do that, let me go over my dimensions quickly. I am 5'5", 135 pounds, and I have a slim build. As you guys can see here, I put all three hoodies side by side. Starting off with the older Essentials hoodie with the writing in the front, you can see it has the most oversized fit out of the three hoodies. The newer core collection Essentials hoodie has a more tapered fit compared to the other two. The Yeezy Gap hoodie has the boxiest fit out of all three hoodies. When it comes to the hood size, the Yeezy Gap hoodie has the largest hood. The newer core collection hoodie has the smallest hood out of all three hoodies. From looking at the older Essentials hoodie and the Yeezy Gap hoodie side by side, you guys can see that they have a similar oversized fit. In terms of the sleeve length, it's also similar for both of them. As you guys can see with the updated fit from Essentials, it's even tapered in the arms. Now in terms of the overall length, the Yeezy Gap hoodie is cropped, so it is going to fit shorter compared to the other two. In general, I love to roll up the waist on all of my hoodies. I feel like this suits the Yeezy Gap hoodie the best though. In terms of the pocket size, the Yeezy Gap hoodie has an extremely large pocket compared to the other two. Since I am on the shorter side, I don't have to worry too much about the crop on the Yeezy Gap hoodies. It's perfect for my proportions. Even though the Yeezy Gap one has no visible branding on it, the fit definitely speaks for itself when you put it on body. You can layer this hoodie if you want, but personally I feel like you can wear it alone. Now there's one thing that you're not going to be able to see in the on-body portion is the difference in proportions by laying the hoodies on top of one another. Now before I compare any of them to the Yeezy Gap hoodie, I want to show you guys the difference between the two Essentials hoodies. As you guys can see here, I have the newer core collection one in the front and then the older Moss hoodie in the back. Now the fit was upgraded between the Moss hoodie in the back and the Core Collection one in the front. I've actually laid these two perfectly on top of one another, and as you can see here, there's a little bit more Moss hoodie peeking out in the back. It's meant to be slightly baggier and oversized, that's why they always recommend sizing down the Essentials hoodies if you want a more tapered fit. As you guys can see, the newer ones are definitely more tapered in comparison. Now what you're seeing on screen right now is the Yeezy Gap hoodie in the front and my older Fear of God Essentials Moss hoodie in the back. It's important to note that even though they look identical in sizing, the Yeezy Gap one is a size small and the Fear of God Essentials one is an extra small. To be honest with you guys, the sleeve length is the exact same, but as you guys can see on screen right now, the Yeezy one is still a little bit shorter in comparison to the Essentials one. You can see a little bit of the moss poking out from behind the blue. Now, when I compare it to newer Core Collection hoodies, as you guys can see here, there's a slight difference between the two. Starting off with the sleeve length, the Yeezy Gap one is actually a little bit longer in the sleeve compared to a newer Fear of God Essentials. Now, I actually switched the order around and put the Yeezy Gap hoodie in the front. As you guys can see here, the length is almost identical on the two hoodies. Once again, it's important to note that the Essentials one is a size extra small while the Yeezy one is a size small. If you're thinking about getting a Yeezy Gap hoodie, then definitely go one size up from your Fear of God Essentials sizing. Depending on how tall you are, you might have to size up twice just to get the right length since the hoodies are kind of cropped. Out of all of these hoodies here, the perfect one for my body type has to be this Yeezy Gap one over here, but let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I love the boxy fit of it. Overall, I think Kanye killed it with this hoodie over here, and I feel like the price point is reasonable when you compare it to Fear of God Essentials. If you're looking for branding, you're definitely not going to find that with the Gap hoodie, but you are going to find that with the Essentials ones. When it comes to the Gap hoodies, you honestly don't need any branding. The fit speaks for itself. Now, this doesn't mean I don't like my Essentials hoodies anymore. I still love them, I'll still wear them, and I'm still going to make a lot of videos for you guys. But I'm really hoping there's more colors in a global release from Gap. Now, Kanye's personal life might be all over the place, but honestly, when it comes to this hoodie over here, he nailed it. Now, that pretty much sums it up for these three hoodies today, but if you're looking for more videos to watch, I definitely have a few more reviews on Essentials clothing on this channel and also some how to style videos that you guys might like. Now, I know you plan to watch more videos today, so definitely check out one of the two that are going to be recommended to you after this one. As always, guys, I'm super grateful for all of your support. We're on the road to 10K and we are super close to 7,000. Once again, super grateful for all the support, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time with more content.